Shalom, brothers and sisters. So, one of my excitement points these days where I get really excited um, is things like the 7 year thing becoming the norm. So, one of our brothers and sisters contacted me via email and told me about this, and I went and researched and had a look, and it's a fact. This is really just awesome. FAA extends aircraft registration to 7 years. In the direct final rule published in the Federal Register in November 22, 2022, end of last year, the FAA extended the duration of aircraft registration certificates from 3 years to 7 years. The new rule, which was required by the 2018 FAA Reauthorization Act, provides two types of relief for aircraft owners. First, the change to a 7 year registration period reduces the number of applications for aircraft ownership renewals awaiting FAA approval at any given time, and reduces the agency's administrative burden and expedites approval of renewals. Second, the rule expands authority for aircraft owners to operate beyond the registration renewal date from 90 days to 12 months. FAA officials explained they chose to make the change through a direct final rule because it anticipates the rule will be non-controversial and the agency believes it will not receive any adverse comments regarding the new rule. Why 7 years? Why not extend it from 3 years to 5 years? 7 years. That's more than double the normal registration time period. Why 7 years? Because we need to start using 7 years everywhere so that the average Joe Soap on the street and his family can get used to seeing 7 years in legal documents, in agreements, in registrations, in countries talking to each other, in climate plans, in Agenda 2030. Why? Because when they whip out the big one, he will come and confirm a covenant with many for 7 years. For 1 week, no one will bat an eye because we've grown used to it. We've been desensitized to it. And when someone screams, "This is in the Bible, this is Daniel's 70th week," they'll go, "Crazy Christian, just ignore him. He'll go away if you don't look in his direction." We're not going away until the Lord takes us away. And until he takes us away, the 7 year thing is going to be a trigger for me because it is screaming that we are at that point where we're about to leave. I don't need to see the big seven happen. I need to leave so the big seven can happen. Exciting times. God bless. Keep looking up. See you in the clouds. Shalom.